Second and goal. 30 seconds left. All right, in the shotgun. Miles Sanders to the right, or is that Boston Scott to the right? Carson Wentz hikes the ball. He's looking. Carson Wentz is about to get sacked. He breaks out. He breaks out. He's rolling. Carson Wentz is going for the touchdown. Touchdown, Carson Wentz. Touchdown, Carson Wentz. He did it himself. The North Dakota assassin who put us in bad situations in this game decides to call his own number. Let's go. I don't care if it's against the Bengals. I don't care if Carson Wentz sucked. I don't care about Jim Schwartz right now. Let's go. We live in the moment. We in the moment. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. If you are new to the channel and love talking Philly sports every single day, go right ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on post notifications so you know when I go live or drop some content. On that note, if you are frustrated with this whole offense, Doug, Carson, everything about it, smash that like button. With all that being said, let's jump into today's topic. So today, I watched the All-22 of the Eagles versus the Bengals, and yes, it was hard to do. As you guys seen in the opener, I did my first play-by-play. For the first 3 quarters, I was kind of calm, cool, collective, just going over the game, but at the end, the fan came out of me. I tried to hold it back, but I couldn't. All that energy for a tie. However, it is what it is. Now, Carson Wentz had a lot of bad in this game, but you saw the energy I gave him. I said he did some bad things, but I was trying to live in the moment, and he did orchestrate a nice drive to get us the tying touchdown. However, the good definitely was outweighed by the bad, but I do want to say Carson never gave up. He kept fighting, even through the bad plays, and his mobility kind of came back, running out the pocket, running to the side, scrambling for some yards, breaking tackles, not getting sacked. You saw that version of Carson, but the decision making and the poor throws continue, and I just don't understand why. Listen, guys, I'm not even going back to 2017 Carson Wentz. Just let's look at 2019 Carson Wentz. 4,000 yards, the first Eagles quarterback to do that. No receivers over 500 yards. And he threw 27 touchdowns with 7 interceptions. And he's the only quarterback in the NFL to have 3 straight years with 7 or fewer picks and 20+ touchdowns. It's never been done. So he is the definition of taking care of the ball when it comes to interceptions. Now, his fumbles has been there his whole career, but we're talking about the 6 interceptions, 2 every single game. That's why I'm talking about them stats. Not because I'm trying to brag, because Carson Wentz has been bad. But I'm going to tell you, I still believe, I don't think we can bench him yet, but we can't keep seeing this. And again, the reason I bring up them stats is because you don't go from 20+ touchdowns and only 7 interceptions to just this. So what happened to his decision making and taking care of the ball? Now, Carson Wentz always missed a couple passes, high, low, this, that, and the third, but he never missed this many targets at this rate, this bad, with this many turnovers. Something happened, and I gotta figure out what. So today we're going to go over Carson Wentz mistakes, whether he didn't hit the read, missed the pass, or threw a interception. And at the end, I will go over why the stick defense on long third downs don't work. Roll the tape. Let's start with the first interception. Carson drops back, and there you see the linebacker just waiting. He forces this ball in here into a lot of traffic, and it gets picked off. When you watch the replay, you're going to see it from the opposite side. Even if it didn't get tipped, which it did, it was thrown into a bad situation. On this play, I just want him to see the field a little better. Deshaun Jackson's going to be open, but he doesn't find him. The safety is going after the tight end. Carson Wentz pulls it down, runs for about 3 yards. I can't be too mad because of the pressure. On this play, another missed opportunity. Carson Wentz is going to do the play action and roll out, and John Hightower is going to be free in his zone. The linebacker is staying in his zone, and the safety got to take Zach Ertz. When Carson keeps rolling, he doesn't see him and throws it to Greg Ward's feet for the incompletion. And here's the replay. Play action. Watch this linebacker flip his hips and stay in his area in the zone. Carson Wentz is going to continue to roll out in slow motion. The linebacker is going to flip his hips. Carson got to know that he's too slow laterally to go anywhere else once he plays that zone. Right there is John Hightower. He hasn't thrown it yet. He's looking that direction. He got to make that throw, Carson. The crazy thing is that this play happens right after the missed opportunity. Now Carson Wentz is going to motion Miles Sanders back to the backfield to notice that he got man-to-man coverage. Zach Ertz versus a fourth-string cornerback. No safety over the top. He has to hit this guy. I mean, this is his guy, and he throws it to the inside shoulder instead of the outside shoulder. And man-to-man coverage, you can't do that. Look at the replay. I mean, Zach Ertz is his guy. No preseason needed to connect this with Zach Ertz man-to-man. No need to break down this one. Miles Sanders gets missed. Carson Wentz got to be better. Shout out to Philly Fresh. It wasn't a wheel route, so I was right, my guy. He lines up at the receiver, and he just hits him with a double move, and the linebacker or safety can't stay with him. Now, I looked at Carson's feet to see if he did anything wrong. He bounces a little, but it's not a bad throw. He just sails it. You got to be better than that. Okay, now this is on Doug. A minute and 24 seconds left for overtime. We just got a first down. We need a couple yards for a field goal, and that's all he cares about. He tries to be content with the long field goal, and he doesn't try for anything else. The very first play is a run to Miles Sanders up the middle for a little short gain. You can't do that. And if you do, okay, the clock keeps moving. So the next play has to be a pass. A minute and 11 seconds, a minute 10 seconds, a pass. Because if it's incomplete, then the clock stops. But he wastes all this time motioning guys, and then he does a quarterback draw. He runs the quarterback on a design run, and the clock continues to tick down to 33, 32 seconds, and then he finally throws the quickest slant pass to get the clock to come down to 19 seconds. It's a short, quick, easy slant to really stop the clock and possibly gain a yard or two. But you put this team in a bad position to kick a 59-yard field goal, which then here goes the big blunder. 19 seconds left, and Matt Pryor gets a false start and pretty much ends this game. Doug, you still got to go for it, either to kick or leave your offense out there. Lastly, that stick defense, and this is why it don't work. Look, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers who can get in position and grab a man and block him, and Joe Mixon just runs in between the blocking. Because they're 15 yards back, 6 guys get to set up natural blocks. I mean, it's a crisp right up the middle. This is why the stick defense is disgusting. It allows them to set up the blocks for an easy run. Again, I didn't show you anything that he did good, which he did do some things good. Doug play calling and Carson was good, but in spurts, we're not seeing it consistently, and that's why we're losing game. Again, I've said this throughout the whole season. The team that loses the turnover battle normally loses the game, and Carson is the big reason we're losing the turnover battle. The Rams just flat out beat us, but the Bengals and Washington were solely because of turning the ball over. We don't do that, we probably win the game. It's ugly, but it's a win. So we just got to build off that. Now, again, no preseason, but nobody had preseason, so it is what it is. We just gotta be better. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And like Shannon Sharp, my guy from Undisputed, the only really reason I watch Undisputed is because of Shannon Sharp. He said it. This is a huge organizational decision to really sit Carson Wentz. Now, if you try to bench him at halftime like you did Donovan McNabb, I understand the lesson. Not yet. Still a couple weeks, but I understand the lesson. If in a couple weeks he continues to be this guy who I don't know who he is, then bench him at halftime for an example. But don't bench him the whole game, because there's no going back from that, and we got to make sure we're fully committed to another quarterback if we decide to make that. So at this point, we got to ride it out. We got to try to figure out what's the missing piece, because I'm not simply saying, oh, 2017, he was an MVP. Can he just go back to 2019 where he took care of the ball, where we had a whole month of 0 interceptions, and he played against bad teams at the end of the year and won with practice squad players? But so far, we only played bad teams, except for the Rams. But the Washington football team and the Cincinnati Bengals are probably equivalent to the Cowboys, Giants, Washington last year. So why is he making these decisions? I need to find out. We all need to find out, because Eagle Nation, I still support Carson Wentz. But that guy we see out there is not Carson Wentz. Will he come back? Will Doug Pederson come back? I don't know. No more excuses. This is exactly why I'm doing these film breakdowns. And in a couple weeks, if we don't see a turnaround, well, then things got to change. And Jeffrey Lurie has to do it, because it could start with Howie, Doug, Carson. I don't know, but I got to see more. Again, let me reiterate this one more time. I'm not even asking at this point for 2017 Carson Wentz. I just want to see 2019 Carson Wentz. Where are you? We need you. Until next time, let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. How do you feel about Carson Wentz at this point? I know you're frustrated, but do you want him out? Are you going to ride for a little bit longer? Let me know all your thoughts about the passes and everything you want to talk about. Tomorrow, we'll start getting into the Eagles versus the Niners. And I'm going to break down some tape on all the backups who we're going to be playing against. And yes, they're backups, but they just whooped the New York Giants, so we cannot take Mullins and all these backups lightly. Until next time, you guys know what time it is. We out.